fine so far?
Yeah. Looks fine.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Whoever's doing this has to be stopped before someone gets seriously hurt.
That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm an engineer, not a PI. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny.
So of course we'll be
Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Of course.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done. No, I'm fine. And I don't know, it just blew up.
Find out why. Be careful.
All right. Same information wall, or is this
Hello,
different?
I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus
Okay, it
has
is
come to
different.
life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated. Please select a topic. You are Sarah Ryder, salary code 19B, active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director Tan. Based on current staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in 587 days.
Seriously?
Why not plan
Wow.
on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait?
I think I have time.
For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyran Kandros. Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations. Viable planets capable of supporting life are key to our survival in Andromeda. The viability of a world is affected by several factors, including temperature, resources, threat levels, political stability, and so on. We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk. The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Even at a distance, studying the light from stars can reveal much about their planet's composition and atmosphere. 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in Andromeda.
Maybe 600 years ago.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion
All right, what do we have going on this side? What are you up to? Right, is this one of the panels? Guess not.
Engineering update. We are working
Alright,
on
cache office
more
discovered.
power from the Hyperion.
Study could lead to breakthroughs in material technology. Huh.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power
for posterity in case the initiative goes belly up. Same shit, different day. Love the title. Nexus is a forwarding circus. Don't like how Tan operates, and his disdain for the Krogan is obvious. I believe his intentions are ultimately good, but he's an opportunist who's likely to create dissent. I don't see the Nexus coming together if he's left unchecked. It's already polarizing Edison. She's taking the cue to circle the wagons. I think I can talk to Kandros about this and at least try to get the two of us more coordinated, or maybe not. Seriously, hate this kind of drama. People just have to hate on the Krogan.
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't care. We know the problem is more widespread than we thought. We're working to fix it. That's all.
If you watched any of my
My crew's
playthroughs of
working on
the
it. We've
trilogy,
moved the op center to the top of
you
our
know I
priority
absolutely
list.
love the Krogan.
That's an entire sector showing green. Good job, you two.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
Tan, ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions.
Oh, we spoke to him.
I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Alright.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
What happened to Gian Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
I was saying, we got
outposts
lucky.
aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
Alright. Hopefully there's not a repeat of having to cure the genophage here.
What about the Krogan here
I don't
in
want it to
Andromeda?
feel like
There's no
previous
cure for
games.
it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
Okay.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Alright, that sounded good.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional,
Impressive.
or as functional as possible, considering.
Nothing more for now.
Later.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Right.
Well, you've already checked the consoles down here, right? Huh. I think you forgot to hit confirm when you filled out the forms. They're not listed. Nah, it's fine. If you say you fixed them, you did. I'll just check those boxes for you.
I don't like that.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Try firing off sets 23B to 54C in the third quadrant. Did that work? Excellent. I'll move on to the next set. We'll get this place fixed eventually.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
What am I going to do?
Alright, we'll start out right here.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor, and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud
Irene.
that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering,
Make a DLC.
when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to war in the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
It's rough out there.
Didn't
I
really
might
give
need
us any
backup
info.
if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Strike team missions. Is that the multiplayer? That might be for the multiplayer.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex. Combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts holding key positions, or just distracting the Ket. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Alright, let's get a look at this. Alright, I think I'm gonna stay away from this for now since it's more a multiplayer.
What am I going to do?
Alright, Lieutenant, based on status report 16C, it seems we're no closer to gaining a foothold in any sector. Without decent recon and greater intel on this enemy, I'm starting to think our efforts are futile. The risks involved in continued loss of resources and lives makes it hard to justify. With morale this low, we need to scale down expectations again.
This is wrong. Just wrong.
What's going on?
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Of course
I'd
we
be
will.
happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is, let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Ket are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
Lovely. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see them.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just... a lot.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder.
Glad to hear it. Get more?
Pathfinder, I'm feeling less bad about missing a year of this.
Please await further instructions.
Everyone's beaten down. Nothing to do but watch the reserves shrink.
And now all eyes are on us.
All I know is, we have to fix it.
Yeah, just don't let it get to you.
It's quiet here. Still get opinions, of course. And talk to security.
What about?
Leaders, direction, lack of it. Tan is the standout, but none of them have made friends.
Who would you say is actually measuring up?
My dad would say elections were rubbish, because you don't get people who could do the job, you got politicians. By that measure, I go Addison. She does not want that job.
Please be advised. The
Pathfinder?
Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
I have to choose the Krogan, but I'm a little biased on that. I won't lie. Here we go. Caused by direct override of safety locks.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Notice the handoff there. Too small for licits.
You You'd be surprised. There's also Purvine in the seed bank.
Nobody's making Creeper in Andromeda.
You'd be surprised.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area.
Are they talking about like the Thorian creeper? Or am I thinking too much into it?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proves.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Gas bladder can expand 300%. Amazing.
Hey, Hirik, how about you not dissect things over lunch? It's weird.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at
Talk to him.
100%.
There we go.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Hirik, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop, or lab, you know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give
That's
us
a
a
start.
real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Engineering update. We are working on accessing.
Oh, we got a level. Get duration. So it's actually ahead. Oh, I like that one. What is my current duration? 6.5 seconds. That's pretty major. Ooh. We'll be getting that one, I must say. I mean, that's decent and all, but I really like that. All right. Confirm. Now, since she'll kind of act as my tank, I'll build up charge so I can get her out there. Oh, so she can't get her last until loyalty missions, I guess. Alright. Alright, grenades. I do like the stun, I must say. And it gets damage resistance. Alright. Alright, 510 in both. Same with her. Kind of like their stats, jeez.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
Sure
What
thing.
conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Works for me.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Hitting rocks for science.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Your work is important. Don't lose sight of that. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Alright, see what I can find. Can talk to her
The
again.
beauty of the cosmos unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder. But there is more they can do.
Do you have something in mind, Doctor?
Plans for a school are underway to inspire a new generation of young minds. I want to craft
Makes
a
sense to
model
set
of the
up.
cluster for them, accurate and splendid from your data. My prototype is on that console. Add more scans to improve it, and I will share my educational budget with you, and my thanks.
Alright.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Since we are by definition an invasive species in Andromeda, our inevitable footprint must be laid carefully, and we must preserve anything we replace. The Helix cluster presents an unexpected challenge. We arrived with seed archives and DNA banks to ensure preservation of biodiversity of the Milky Way, but this cluster is scarred by the Scourge, and its unique flora and fauna are threatened by its turbulence. That too requires conservation. Okay. Guess we'll activate that. Alright, some notes. Alright. The 3 initial system models will be complete by next week. We shall see our place in the world. Orbital variance for the Nexus, it must be corrected as construction corrects our orientation. A reminder, our daughters will not know stasis, the 600-year sleeping. They will be born they will be born of Andromeda and whatever is unfolding. This cluster is the cluster in its chaos was not welcoming, but it matters less what we suffer here, more what we bring. I guess that poetry that they were talking about.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold.
I want to get that checked out. We can't do something, can we? Guess not. Alright, I guess that's the only terminal. security footage. Wow. Alright. Kendros, as you're aware, there was a mutiny aboard the Nexus during your absence. Events escalated quickly, but we believe it began with a fire in hydroponics and theft in the armory. Motivations for the uprising vary. Mentality was certainly a factor, but for the leaders, including your predecessor, former security director Sloan Kelly, it was a conscious betrayal. There have been perfunctory attempts to catalog and address the damages caused by Sloan's people during the uprising. Supplies stolen, equipment broken, things of that nature. I was hoping the militia could step in and draw up an official report. It's imperative we know what we are working with if we are going to survive. What's this one? Okay, there we go. Director Tan, I need my people focused on defending the station, not taking inventory. Really need militia oversight. I'll get Sergeant Nels to look at it. That said, it was my understanding the exiles were more Calyx people than Sloan's. Isn't he the one who started the mutiny? Another reply. Calyx Corvus may have started it, but Sloan made her allegiances clear. I know she held you in high regard, but I hope you can be impartial when it comes to this task. Sloan Kelly's not who I thought she was. There won't be a problem. Good. Then you won't object to sending a small and discreet reconnaissance team to find out where Sloan and the exiles might have gone. When we get colonial efforts up and running, I don't want any surprises. Trails Cold found what looks like abandoned camps in the Pfeiffer system, but none with living inhabitants, only graveyards. The conspirator Arida was among the dead, but not Sloan Kelly. I wouldn't really call that footage, though. We have a few things here. There we go, I want that showing. Alright, we'll go ahead and just take everything.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert. Tempest crew should report to the docking area at...
What do we have over here? Oh, arms merchant. Alright, well, I can't afford any of this right now. Well, I mean, sell all salvage. Well, I don't want to do a trade. Can't I just get my credits and be good? Oh, okay. Enter to confirm trade. Space to select the item. Gotcha. Alright, we'll look at the other stuff right this minute.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilk and Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Milken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and...
Alright, so Eos has sandstorms.
I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.